From the beautiful ocean to sacred mountains, Wakayama is an underrated gem and a less traveled destination compared to the neighboring Osaka, Kyoto, and Nara. On this 3-day trip, I'll be exploring the highlights of Wakayama City before walking along a pilgrimage route to Koyasan and staying overnight at a temple. So join me, Raina, as I go on a journey through Wakayama, from the sea to the mountains. Day 1. I take the Kuroshio Limited Express train to Wakayama City. Arriving at Wakayama Station, we head to Wakayama Castle and explore the grounds. Then, we'll take a taxi to the coast to visit Bandoko Garden. We carry on to visit a few shrines in the Wakaura district before taking a taxi back to central Wakayama to have dinner not far from our accommodation. Public transport like trains, local buses, rental bicycles, taxis, and sightseeing taxis are available to get around in Wakayama City. I start first with Wakayama Castle in the city center. Wakayama served as the seat of the Kishu Tokugawa clan, one of the 3 major branches of the ruling Tokugawa family. They ruled from Wakayama Castle for 2.5 centuries, until the end of the feudal age in 1868.
This bridge over here connects the feudal lord's living and workspace with his relaxation area over here. Now, as you can see, there are walls and a roof which provide protection against wind and rain, as well as privacy as you cannot see who's using the bridge from the outside.
Views of Wakayama City can be seen from the top of the castle and even the islands of Shikoku and Awaji when the weather is good. From the castle, I make my way to Bandoko Garden. During the feudal period, local lords had to defend from intruders attacking from the sea and built several lookout points, which are called Bandoko, along the coast. The lookout point that Bandoko Garden sits on is the closest to Wakayama Castle and an important one to signal for intruders. Today, the flat headland is a beautiful garden where visitors can enjoy panoramic coastal views, go fishing, and rent cabanas for barbecues. Moving on, I head to the area affectionately referred to as Wakaura, which has long been known as a place of scenic beauty. In addition to the panoramic coastal views, several historical shrines have gained prominence since their establishments. One of them is Wakaura Tenmangu Shrine. As the seat of the Kishu Tokugawa clan, Wakayama City is naturally also home to a Toshogu shrine. There are several dozens of Toshogu shrines found across Japan, all dedicated to the spirit of Tokugawa Ieyasu, the founder of the Tokugawa shogunate.
These steps behind me are known as the Samurai Zaka. There are 108 of them which correspond to the number of worldly passions of man, like hate, anger, and desire. Now, it is said that with each step you take, you lose one worldly passion, and thus you arrive at the top clean and pure.
The shrine's main buildings feature intricate carvings and vibrant colors, earning Kishu Toshogu the nickname Nikko of the West due to its resemblance to the Nikko Toshogu Shrine near Tokyo. From Kishu Toshogu, I make my way towards the water.
Historically, visitors would come here to Shiogama Shrine first to cleanse and purify themselves before continuing on towards Tamatsushima Shrine.
Shiogama Shrine is a unique shrine built into a boulder on the grounds of the adjacent Tamatsushima Shrine and has long been the protector of fishermen and safe childbirth. After my exploration of Wakaura, I returned to downtown Wakayama for dinner. There are lots of dining options in the vicinity of my hotel and Wakayama station. I head to Chihiro, an elegant kaiseki restaurant specializing in seasonal cuisine and local ingredients.
For dinner tonight, I'm having the Kishu Tokugawake Kenjo Ryori, which is a meal that was served to the feudal lord. Now, this version has ingredients that are local to Wakayama, and the flavors have been updated to suit the modern palate. So far, I like this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I like everything.
I'm ready to call it a day after dinner, and I'm so glad my hotel is only a short walk away. Day 2. We take a taxi to the town of Kudoyama at the base of a sacred mountain to visit Jisonin Temple and a rest stop. Then continue with a train ride to Ki-Hosokawa Station, from where we'll hike part of the Choishi Michi pilgrimage trail to Koyasan and spend the night at Rengejo-in Temple. My second day begins with a 45-minute taxi ride to Kudoyama, a historical town at the base of the mountain temple Koyasan. Sightseeing taxis, in which the driver makes a few stops along the way for a fixed price, are also available. In 817, Kobo Daishi, the founder of Shingon Buddhism, set up Koyasan as a monastery for Buddhist studies and meditation. As a monastery, the temple was off-limits to women, and his mother, who wanted to see the temple he established, had to settle instead in Kudoyama, at the bottom of the mountain.
Jisonin Temple is dedicated to Kobo Daishi's mother, and worshippers come here to pray for a safe childbirth and anything related to having children or parenthood. Now, this building over here is the starting point of the Choishi Michi pilgrimage trail, which is one of the original trails that lead up to Mount Koya.
It takes about 6 to 7 hours to hike all the way up Koyasan from Jisonin Temple, but more on that later as I plan to hike a part of it. From the temple, I return to the main street and head for Michinoeki Kudoyama, a rest stop where visitors can stop to recharge with local specialties and use the public facilities. I continue on my journey walking towards Kudoyama Station, from where I'll take the train to Ki Hosokawa Station, the start of my hike. This part of the Choishi Michi trail is more suitable for regular travelers and takes about 2 to 3 hours. Starting from Ki Hosokawa Station, it takes about 40 minutes to reach the trail.
This is where the trail from the station meets the Choishi Michi route and where the 60th marker is. Now, there are only 59 to go before we reach Koyasan. These stone markers are known as Choishi. Cho is a unit of measurement which is equivalent to 109 meters, while Ishi means stone. So these stone markers are placed at intervals of 109 meters along the route. They also represent the 5 elements. We've got space at the top, followed by wind, fire, water, and earth.
The Daimon Gate marks the traditional entrance to Koyasan, and it is a welcome sight to know that I have arrived. In addition to hiking to Koyasan, one of the ways to fully experience the mountain temple is to stay overnight at a temple lodging. Staying at a temple lodging of Shukubo allows you to experience the simple lifestyle of Buddhist monks, and eating Buddhist vegetarian cuisine is one of them. Day 3. We explore Koyasan starting with Okunoin, one of the most famous pilgrimage sites in Japan. Then the central temple complex before heading home. Ohayou gozaimasu. It's just before 6 a.m. and I'm going to join in the morning prayers before breakfast.
So if you continue this kind of also life, someday you'll forget who is breathing, as if you are sleeping, or as you stare at the finger. Only other moves in and out the self, and you lose the mouth and nose and abdomen, and also lose the selfish ego.
This is the traditional entrance to Okunoin, one of the most sacred places in Japan. Now, it is about a 2-kilometer walk from here to Kobo Daishi's mausoleum, where the founder of Shingon Buddhism is said to be in eternal meditation.
the Gobyobashi Bridge leads to the innermost sanctuary of Okunoin, and this is the furthest our footage of the area goes, as photography is not permitted on sacred grounds. Following Okunoin, I make my way to Kongobuji and the Garan, Koyasan's central temple complex.
I'm in the Garan, the area where Kobo Daishi first established his temple on Koyasan. Now the Kompon Daito, or the two-story pagoda you can see behind me, is a reconstruction, but it is as it was when it was first constructed. Look how massive it is.
Having fulfilled my spiritual side, it was time to head back home. From the sea to the mountains, it has indeed been a fulfilling trip to Wakayama, immersing myself in history and culture. Thanks for joining me. I hope this video has been enjoyable and perhaps even inspire some ideas should you decide to plan a trip to Wakayama. For more information about this trip or to watch another video, click the links on the screen now or head over to japanguide.com. Your comprehensive, up-to-date travel guide firsthand from Japan. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell for more videos about Japan. Happy travels!